Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources. Updating daily noontime New York City.
New York Times Business.
September 26, 11:05 America, New York. Federal government's $20 billion embrace of climate-smart farming. The techniques are a cornerstone of the Agriculture Department's approach to addressing a warming planet, but it is unclear whether more widespread deployment of such methods can truly reverse the effects of climate change. Herds on Lindsay Clownig's farm outside Athens, Ohio, are rotated to allow vegetation to regrow.
Marginal Revolution.
September 26, 1041 America, New York, Petrov Day. Today we honor Stanislav Yevgrafovich Petrov, whose calm actions and general humanity helped to prevent a nuclear war on September 26, 1983. The NY Times reported the events on Petrov's death in 2017.
Global Economy. September 26, 1036 America, New York. How significant is the sterling crisis? Recent falls represent the perception of a problem with the UK's currency rather than simply US dollar strength. Global Economy.
September 26, 1022 America, New York. U.S. economy vulnerable to external shock as rates rise, Fed official warns. Boston Fed President Susan Collins says country could be pushed into recession by a significant event.
New York Times Business.
September 26, 10 o'clock America, New York. Why a weak British pound matters. Investors briefly sent the pound to a record low against the dollar, which has implications for people and businesses inside and outside Britain. The British pound briefly hit a record low against the dollar on Monday.
Daily FX Market News.
September 26, 10 o'clock America, New York. Gold price forecast. Gold breaks double top. Can Zhao bears run? Panic has started to show in global markets after last week's FOMC rate decision, and gold price action has went from bad to worse for gold bulls.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
September 26, 10 o'clock America, New York. Boston Fed President says more rate increases needed to cool inflation. Susan Collins, the new president of the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston, said she is committed to bringing inflation down to 2% even if it means slowing the economy.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
September 26, 9:33 America, New York. Faraday Future secures financing. Strikes deal with shareholder. The electric car startup has secured up to $100 million to fund operations after reaching a deal to resolve a governance dispute. New York Times Business.
September 26, 9:04 America, New York. TikTok may face $29 million fine for failing to protect children's privacy. British regulators have sent a warning notice to the company, the first major case under new rules in Britain that protect minors online. The TikTok office in London.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
September 26, 8:30 America, New York. Marsh & McLennan names new CEO. The insurance broker and benefits firm's chief operating officer will succeed Daniel Glazer, who is retiring as CEO at the end of the year.
BBC News Business.
September 26, 8:16 America, New York. Falling pound. What does it mean for me and my finances? The value of the pound has touched a record low against the dollar after big tax cuts were announced.
Daily FX Market News.
September 26, 8 o'clock America, New York. FTSE 100 surrenders early gains as downside pressure intensifies. The blue chip index struggled to hold on to early session gains as inflation fears and rate hike bets grow. Could we print a new YTD low?
BBC News Business.
September 26, 7:53 America, New York. TikTok may be fined £27 million for failing to protect children. The video sharing platform has been issued with a final notice of intent by the UK's data watchdog.
Global Economy.
September 26, 7:48 America, New York. Economic consensus is crumbling, but the Bank of England has not got the memo. The new government will have been hoping for a much more muscular stance from the bow.
Digital Finance. September 26, 7:30 America, New York. SAP at heart of Stanchardt's partnership with Thalia. Standard Chartered is working with a trade finance fintech that can open doors beyond its traditional markets. The post-SAP at heart of Stanchardt's partnership with Thalia appeared first on Digital Finance.
Daily FX Market News.
September 26, 6:50 America, New York. OECD interim report highlights persistent inflation and higher rates. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, released its interim report flagging stubborn inflation, lower growth and higher rates.
BBC News Business.
September 26, 6:30 America, New York, Doncaster Sheffield Airport to close despite financial lifeline offer. Doncaster Sheffield Airport owner Peel says the wind down will begin on the 31st of October.
Marginal Revolution.
September 26, 2:53 America, New York, from the comments, more on healthcare. Again, this comment is from Sure. The U.S. does not have a healthcare system. It has several. Medicare is single-payer option with overwhelmingly private provision and some alternative administrative choices with a think skim of secondary overlays of private health insurance.